Hello everyone, and welcome to a new series that I'm going to be starting. So let me do some explain real quick. Pretty much, Infinite Warfare has always been one of my favorite zombies, has always had one of my favorite zombies series. Zombies, the maps and the weapons and the stories and all that. I love it. And I've always wanted to get the Super Easter egg, because in my opinion, it has the best Super Easter egg rewards and all that. For anyone who doesn't know, it gives you Director's Cut, which gives you a whole bunch of stuff, and it gives you an amazing looking camo. It gives you so much, and I've always wanted to get that, but I never did. In fact, the only Easter egg I've ever completed on this was Zombies in Spaceland, and that was only just recently. So I wanted to start a series where I complete every Infinite Warfare Zombies map for the first time, technically, because like I said, I completed Zombies in Spaceland already, but I've been wanting to do this for a while. I didn't know about recording it because I didn't know how many people were even going to really like it or anything. But I figured, why not? Why not record it? Because I think it would be cool to record, and I'm excited to do it. I've wanted to do it for a long time. So, yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing today. So first, we're going to start off with Zombies in Spaceland. I know I said I already completed it, but I figured, why not just do it again for the video. Start off the first video with Zombies in Spaceland, and the next video we're going to try and do Raven the Redwoods. Again, I've never completed any of these before, and I don't really know much about any of them, so if I'm going to fail quite a bit even doing this. So, wish me luck, I guess. Alright, and here we are back on Spaceland. Like I said, I have completed the Easter egg on this map once before, which you can see I have David Hasselhoff down there in the corner. That's what I'll be playing as. But I'm excited to run it back. And what's sad is I'm honestly not even that confident that I'll be able to do it again first try. But we'll try. And for those who don't know how to do the Easter egg, I'll try and kind of explain it just kind of along the way. It's actually really simple. It's difficult at some stages, but it's nothing that's complex. It's really simple. And if you are going for Easter egg, I definitely recommend picking up the M1. The M1 will help you a lot, so I definitely recommend picking up the M1 if you can. Now, one of the reasons that the M1 actually will help out a lot too is that if you have the Scoped Dollars Fate and Fortune card and you use it, pretty much, like it says right there, $300 for each kill with a sniper. And in this game, the M1 is considered a sniper. It's under the sniper class. So, every time you get a kill, you'll get extra money, and you pretty much can get super rich super quick. Quick note too, collaterals will stack up with this. So, what I mean by that is, the Fate and Fortune card gets used every time you kill a zombie. But if you get a collateral and kill two at once, the Fate and Fortune card only sees that as one kill, except it still gives you 2 times the amount of points. So, if you can get collaterals, then get collaterals. And then quick note too, usually you want to kind of use this card before round 5, because round 3 and 4 is a good time. Once you get to round 5, it's really hard to get collaterals, because the zombies start to get stronger, so. Ooh, 3-man collateral right there. That is really nice. Okay, so my card just ran out, and after getting some consistent headshot collaterals and all of that with the M1, I am now leaving spawn around 4 with $10,000. So the next step is to get a hold of the SETICOM, which you can see the parts for. It's only 3 parts. We're looking for a boombox, a calculator, and a umbrella. Boombox can sometimes be right here. They each have 3 spawns. One of the spawns for boombox is there. Calculator can spawn here. And then the umbrella can spawn over here on this bench right there. And then you got Neil. Neil, I love Neil. He's really cool. He's just a chill guy, But yeah, now because we have all those points, we can pretty much open up to like every part of the map, which is really nice because it's only, like I said, it's only round 4, so. And we are definitely going to need the arcade because for how we're running this Easter egg, we need 900 tickets and we have a total number of 28 so far, so we're going to need a bit more tickets. And that's why we want to get Neil together too, because completing his challenges will also give you tickets. And if you're a baller like me, I mean, you also have the hoop here. Oh yeah, and then for the coins, we're currently looking for green coins, not red coins. People tend to like to use the shredder. I like to use the head cutter, so the green coins are for the head cutter. And then also, I mean, pretty basic thing, you just want to be able to go through all 4 portals, just to get Pack-a-Punch open, because you're going to need that open, obviously. I mean, then again, I don't really think I need to tell anyone that. I feel like that's kind of obvious, but you know. And then here we got the boombox. Now all we need is the umbrella. So the umbrella can either be right back here, which it is, and if it's not there, then it's up in Polar Peaks by the souvenir stand. And now that we have the parts for the SETICOM, we just have to wait for the, on the speakers, you hear like some guitar riffs. And when we hear that, then we can take the parts over to David Hasselhoff, and he'll give us the thing we need. And with our tickets, we buy that crowd grenade there. And then we buy this gold teeth here. And then we need to go and buy our arcane core. And make sure you put your arcane core on the M1. Hopefully you've kept the M1 so far in your run. Because the arcane core is going to help a lot with that. And I forgot I don't actually have enough tickets for that. Sweet screen coin. Yeah, I really do love this map. I actually, like, I will often just play it, just not doing Easter egg or anything, just going high rounds on it. Because I just love the map. I love the atmosphere and just being on the map. It's just a really chill map. Really fun. Very addicting in my opinion. And I think it's very underrated. I do know most people generally really do like the map, but still, I mean, I think this map and just Infinite Warfare overall is pretty underrated. But let me know what you guys think about it. And then once you turn on power in Polar Peaks, your green coins that you collect are going to go all into this machine. You need 3 green coins for that one machine. And like I said, once you get through 300 tickets, you can get that arcane core. You'll see that big old thing just on the front end of your M1 right there. Okay, so now we're hearing these guitar riffs. And that means that we can now take our parts over to David Hasselhoff and get something put together there with him. And once we do that, we're pretty much like 80% done with the Easter egg. So again, it's really simple. But first, before we do that, we're just going to get this. I'm going to show you what to do with this kind of M1 here. Because like I said, you want to keep the M1 because it ends up being a crazy overpowered weapon. So all you need to really do is you just need to have the UFOs going out, and you want to go to the UFO at Polar Peak, and then you simply just want to have a whole bunch of zombies here, lead them all down to this trap, and then start this dragon trap, and have this trap just kill all the zombies. And once you have enough zombies killed by that, the UFO should be gone, and it will be just flying around in a loop. So you just kind of gotta find it. Mine is right here. But once it's there, it's gonna come up to me. And now you just kill zombies next to it. Make sure you have the arcane core on your M1, and you just kill zombies with the M1 next to this UFO. And after a while, it'll drop a little orb thing. Dude, you are kidding me? I just messed that up. There's no way. I messed up on round 8. Are you kidding me? Okay, so we made it back to this UFO step after some annoying recovery. But we made it back with Juggernog this time. And usually if you add more points, I would also have this M1 pack punch as well. But I didn't have the points for it, and I didn't feel like going a couple extra rounds just to get the points. So, but yeah, again, all we're doing is we're just filling up this UFO with souls for a little bit. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, it took forever to get back to this point. Because apparently I just actually suck at the game. I thought I was actually, decent at it, but just getting back to this point, I died twice, so. And there we go, so we did that, and now we can take this, and now you can see our arcane core is kind of glowing, and it does a good bit of damage, at least when it's pack punch. I just remembered it's not pack punch yet, so it's not going to really do much. Okay, so pack punch this. So now we have this pack punch, and we have the arcane core done. We can go over to David Hasselhoff now that the riff is done, and we can interact with him. He gives us this SETICOM here. So for this step, it can be pretty difficult, or it can be really easy. It kind of is up to RNG, depending on where you have to defend it at. There's many different locations that it could possibly be, so you really just have to run around the map and look for it. But one of the locations can be right here. One of the locations can be right around, like right here. One of the locations can be right here, and you'll feel like a vibration, and like there'll be a prompt for you to do it whenever you are in the right spot. But yeah, one of the locations can be right there. One of them can be right here, I'm pretty sure. One of them can be right here. And then there's 2 more spots, except they're both behind closed doors at the moment. So I actually need to save up more money to even get to there, which is annoying because I think that's actually going to turn the round. But oh well. So now we have more money. We can head downstairs. And downstairs, it can possibly spawn right here, which is where it is. So we're going to place it. And now you just have to defend it for a minute. So you just aim down here. This M1 Grand, like I said, is going to help you a lot. What I do is I just aim down here, shoot there, and then shoot here with hip fire. You don't, with this M1 Grand on the Arcane Core, you don't actually need to aim in, unless you're like, it's a long distance. So I just aim in that hallway, then hip fire this hallway, then aim in this hallway, and hip fire this hallway. That's pretty much the whole strategy. And there you go. So then that happens. Yeah, we'll take your part. And then a max ammo will spawn. There's been times where a max ammo didn't spawn, and I'm honestly not sure why, but it should spawn. If everything happens right, it should spawn. And you can only do that stuff once per round, so once that's over, you can pretty much just flip rounds. And you have to do it 3 times, and each time the timer that you have to like defend it does go up. And I will say, if you get unlucky with like where it's placed on like the 2nd or 3rd time, it can be really difficult, at least for me. Oh, and then here comes this big guy, and we actually do need this big guy. We need him up here for the crocodile. So pretty much what I want to try and do here is get him to get the crocodile mouth to crush him. Except he does this stupid attack with his laser, where he'll try and laser you, and it completely just ruins like everything you're trying to do. So it's really annoying. Yeah, he's hitting right there again. So there you go. Crushed down, and he caught it. So now we can kill this guy and just get him out of our game. Which, if you have this M1 Grand, it's super easy to do. It's one shot. He already has his helmet off, and then a couple more shots later, he's dead. So it's really easy if you have that perk, or if you have that M1. Now that those teeth are down, we just put the golden teeth in there. This will go down, and we just have to shoot one of those little circle things, and that'll open up a thing for you kind of collect this little crystal. The crystal that you can only shoot one of them, and which one you can shoot depends on what you have inside of the Arcane Core. So like, I got the one from Polar Peak, and that gives me the head cutter, which means I can only pick up the yellow crystal for the head cutter. Sorry for the stuttering and all that. I was kind of confusing myself, but hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, there's many guides out there on how to do it, and they all make a lot more sense than mine did just now. And as you can see right here, is the next spot to do the defense step. What I'm going to do before I do that, though, is buy Speed Cola, because Speed Cola is going to help me a lot. Because the last time I kind of almost failed it, just because this M1 Grand was taking too long to reload. So Speed Cola, or quickies, I guess. So now we can do this, and there you go. Okay, we did it. Barely, but we did it. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of sweating there for a second, but we got it done. So now what we don't want is we don't want the SETICOM spot to spawn at the fountains next time. If that happens, that's going to be rough, because it is really hard to defend it for the full time. Because I think on the 3rd time you do it, it's 2 minutes you have to defend for. And those 2 minutes feel like forever when you're trying to defend it. So hopefully it just doesn't spawn there. Or it doesn't, like, the spot to defend doesn't happen there. One of the spots I didn't show you guys is possibly right here, which it is here. This is the best spot ever for it to be, because it's literally in the back of a corner. So it's so easy to just defend it, because the zombies only can come from like these 2 doors, and that's it. So this is going to be super simple, super easy, because I got super lucky with it. There you go. 3rd thing done. 3rd and final thing done. You got your max ammo. And that's all the defense steps. Now you just have to wait 3 rounds. And after 3 rounds, you can go to the Hasselhoff and grab something, which I will show you in 3 rounds. So now, in the meantime, while you are waiting for those 3 rounds to pass, you can still set up your wonder weapon, which you're going to need for the boss fight. Again, I'm going for the head cutter, so I'm going to be showing you how to do the head cutter. For the other spots, or for the other things, you'll just have to, look it up or something. There's many tutorials out there. But since we already have that crystal, there's only 2 more pieces we need now, and one of them is a battery. To get that battery is super simple. So in the beginning in the arcade, when we were at the arcade, we bought some cryo freeze grenades, for 350 tickets. What we do with that is we get a whole bunch of zombies, throw the trophies at this guy, and he's just gonna blow cold air on these zombies. What the zombies that are frozen, you need to get headshots on them. Get headshots, and I don't know if you guys heard that, but there was a kind of like a audio cue. It's like a monster roaring kind of. Once you hear the audio cue, that's how you know you've done it. And once it's done, you simply just go up here, and in this guy's hand will be a little battery that you can take. And once you have the battery and the crystal, the last part, again, you should put the three green coins inside of this machine. And once you do so, you'll get the replicator, and you'll also get this little figure. And that figure will get you the parts that you need for the head cutter. And once you have those, you simply just go right over to here, and you just load the parts into there. You have to load in one at a time, so don't think you're going to be able to do it all in one click. You have to do 3 clicks, 1 for each part, and then you're able to pick it up. So 1, 2, and then here's 3. And after 3, there you go. Got the head cutter. Now, another quick tip for the setup. A perk that you will need. You absolutely will need this perk. I mean, it's not technically necessary for the Easter egg, but it is much harder to survive without it. One perk that you will need is Stamina, which is downstairs in this basement, right here. It's called Raisin Stripes. You will need this. It will make the boss fight and then just the entirety of the map so much easier, especially because these zombies can run super fast. So you will definitely need this. Definitely grab Stamina. And for your last perk, it doesn't really matter whatever you want to get. As far as I know, it doesn't really matter. But what I usually grab is Bomb Stoppers, so that's what I'm going to grab in this run. Again, it's just kind of up to preference, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it really matters that much, so. Once you have your 5 perks, which is Juggernog, Speed Cola, Double Tap, Stamina Up, and Bomb Stoppers, then at that point, as long as you have your M1, you have your Wonder Weapon, you're kind of set for boss fight. There's not really much after that. You're kind of set for boss fight. So, then once you get to there, you just kind of have to wait until the 3-round mark hits, which I think for me is round 16, I'm pretty sure. And once that 3-round mark hits, then you're able to go David Hasselhoff. Okay, so now that zombie's dead, and it should be turning to round 16 now, I'm pretty sure that I can grab my parts from David Hasselhoff, which I just gotta find him first. So once you find David Hasselhoff and you interact with him, you'll see above my points I got a little like speaker. And now this is when boss fight gets ready to start. So right here on this gold panel, right here in front of the teleporter, right here on this gold panel on this side, and this gold panel on this side, you will place down all of your speakers. So 1, 2, 3, and when you're ready, then you place down 4. And then you just go to one of them, play tune, and memorize these colors. So mine is blue, yellow, red, green. Okay, so I had to kind of focus up for this part of the game as I was trying to focus on the steps. But pretty much what you're going to do here is the UFO is going to play a sequence of colors. You'll see the color at the bottom of it. It'll play the colors in a specific order. You just have to memorize the colors that were shown on the speakers. Like I said, mine was blue, yellow, red, green. And then you just go and input the color combo that the UFO gave you into those speakers, and you have to do that 3 times. If you do it right, you should get a max ammo at the end of each time. If you do it wrong, one of the big old brutes bosses will spawn in. So once you do that 3 times, you will be good on that step. And now a bunch of clowns are going to spawn in, and you simply just have to kill all of the clowns. Once again, I did have to focus in a little bit, but pretty much once this alien spawns in, you're just going to shoot him a ton with your Wonder Weapon, as I'm pretty sure regular bullet guns won't work. Once you shoot him enough, you'll see his core that he has on his chest will start to turn red, and when you shoot him enough times, he will go down, he'll kneel down, and you'll see an orb form around him. Then he'll kneel down, you go to his backpack, you melee it, and you do that 2 times, then the 3rd time, instead of meleeing it, if you just get him down to that health, he'll just die, and that'll be the end of him. And there you go. Once you kill that alien, you come up here, pick up this alien fuses, and then once you do, you're able to go into here and actually access double pack punch. Once you install these alien fuses, that upgrades the pack punch machine, and you're able to double pack punch all your weapons, which is really cool. Okay, so now once you do that, there's one final step, and all it is you have to shoot these blue lights. You shoot 1, you shoot 2, you shoot 3, you shoot 4. When you shoot that last one, you need to wait. You need to wait until this UFO is above this little needle point. If the UFO is not above the needle point, it's not going to work. So you just wait until the UFO is above this little needle right here. Once it's above this little pink dot right there, you're good to shoot that last one. Okay, so I actually died right there, at that very last section. But yeah, pretty much all you have to do is you just have to wait for the UFO to get above that little needle, shoot that light, and then a laser come from that light, lasers the UFO out of the sky, and that's the Easter egg done. I'm just gonna count that because, like I said, I already have the Easter egg done, and that was literally the last step, which is annoying. But you know, I'm just gonna count it and just say it's done. That was the first episode of this Zombies in Spaceland. It was fun. Kind of annoying that I died there, but it was fun. But next, we will be doing Raven Redwoods, which I've never done. So that will be a kind of a different video. This video I kind of explained a lot because I kind of knew what I was doing. Next video, I have no clue what I'm even doing. So where it's going to be a bit different. Hopefully you guys are there for that one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. And if you did, then please like and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next one. Later.